What's poppin'? It's your boy, Is That Squid? Yes, it is the best Viper main in the world. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Well, I'm back with another video, man. Last video asked for 20 likes. If you guys wanted this lineup video, and guess what? 50 likes. That's insane. So you guys deserve this one, but I don't know if I'm ready to give away my secrets, man. But these secrets out there, a lot of people might be playing Viper, and you know, you guys know that she already got buffed, and I've been seeing a lot more Vipers already. But I'm probably gonna have to insta-lock Viper from now on, so nobody could take it. No, I'm just kidding. But I just wanted to say, a lot of people have been sleeping on my girl Viper. You know, I'm just one of those Viper mains. I've been playing her since beta, and I've been saying that she's like at least the B+ tier, and with these buffs, man, I'm just saying, like, she's probably gonna be S tier, a good player once Viper is in their hands. Like, imagine Hiko 10s, like, they play Viper but they don't really know the lineups like that. If they play Viper with lineups like these, man, everybody's gonna be saying Viper S tier, Viper S tier, Viper S tier. And I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of scared. A lot of people are gonna be insta-locking Viper, but hey, that's just how it is. Okay, and before we get into the video, I just want to say that at least 25 to 30% of my time in Valorant is in a custom game. That just gives you an estimate of how much time you need to be practicing these lineups, to like really get them down, engraved in your brain. Like, you're gonna look at my lineups and be like, how the hell does this guy remember where to put his crosshair, or like, how does he know to put his snake bite on a little tile on a building? How does he know how to put his HUD on a little corner of a leaf? Like, it's because I literally spend like so much time in custom games just learning and engraving it in my brain over
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane.
Again. So,
can I hear it again?
It's really the time you put into it is what it is. So if you want to learn these lineups, then I'm just saying, you really need to put the time into it. Okay, another thing, I had no idea how to format this video, so I wasn't sure if I should just play the video with no commentary, or if I should be talking in the background and have no face cam. But I think how I'm gonna do it is, I'm gonna show you guys the lineups, and if it's too complicated or it needs some background or a reason behind everything, I'm gonna pop up and tell you what's good with it. So let's get to the video. First things first, on defense, when playing Viper, when I play Viper, I do not commit to placing down my wall in the beginning of the round. An example, I'm playing A on bind, I throw a one-way, I throw down my wall, and then I use both of my snake bites. And then a teammate on B is telling me, oh, they're coming B, da 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 da. All of my utility is gone, unless I pick up my orb, but that's another like 5 to 10 seconds going back to rotating onto B. What I do is I work around my orb, get some information, or like have an idea of where the enemy team is going, and then I place down my wall. And I really recommend you guys to do the same. If you don't, it is what it is, but defense, hold on to your wall until you get info on the other team. It will work wonders. So if you're a Viper main, man, you should already know this one. And if you guys are just learning a Viper, props to you. Props to you if you already know the one way too. Lamps.
Poison orb emitting. Poison's on.
I have your. I was switching
Okay,
kills with you.
it's B. It's looking like B. I have paranoia.
Just fuck around with guns for the whole round.
We really trolling now.
See, this is why I like to hold on to my wall.
Come on, boys. Walk down, walk down.
Which one? 50
Come on,
meters.
coming. Oh.
Okay, so
I'm Ollie. I'm Ollie back inside. Be careful. Whoever's on me.
nice. I don't know where Raze is.
Sir. Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
See that? Like, I wasn't even there, but my util did so much.
When you're placing your wall rotating onto B site, you want to be able to see the planner inside of your wall. And by that I mean, when you place your wall, make sure you place it a little bit outside of the site and not cutting the site in half, because that makes it just more beneficial for yourself than for the other team to getting your free plant and planting it behind your wall. Oh, I mollied him.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, last one hookah.
Doing these snake bites creates so much pressure and lets your enemy know that they're in danger, no matter what. If you're on A site, they're on danger on B site. Look at that coverage, man. Left side of the tube, when you're facing into hookah, it is the left side of the tube. You're going to focus on this crane, and there's going to be a pipe in the middle of the crane. Your crosshair should be right at the beginning of the shadow that's casted towards you, that's being created from the pipe. Right side of the tube, you will see the tip of the building behind the entrance of pipes. Your crosshair will be just above it and a little bit to the right of the doorway, just so you don't hit the door. You're going to focus on these 4 metal frames. You're going to focus on the second metal pane on the 3rd panel, and the top right corner of the 3rd panel is what you're going to place your indicator on. Okay. This is my rotation long poison orb. I'm gonna be honest, this is very inconsistent. This is just the fastest way I could think of to place a long orb that will smoke long off if they plant for long and they're playing for long.
Poison orb emitting. Poison's off. Poison orb emitting.
This site head glitch is very well known for Viper mains. It was mostly because it was founded by C910s.
He's pushing out.
That boy going crazy on Viper. But so credits to U10s. This is not for me. I give credit to him.
One long, one gate.
Last two long.
Wait, 62.
Poison orb emitting.
Okay, attack side is where Viper shines. A lot of these lineups I found myself, probably the only lineup right now that I took from beta is the Lamb's Molly.
Yeah, he's Brim, by the way, Nick.
I'm Brim, not Breach.
Okay, do you want to push
I
out
do
or
not
no?
have blind orb, by the way.
Should we just go B?
Tours and
We can
orb
wait the
remitting.
smoke out. Oh,
Oh,
someone's in.
never mind,
Yo,
that's a
maybe
pick. That's a
that-
huge pick. Nice
Ah,
shot.
fuck it, fuck it. Let's go. I'll cover you.
Watch the wall, yeah.
Oh, someone watch lamps. Someone watch lamps.
I'm watching lamps. I'm watching lamps.
It's going down, it's going down.
You guys have a fatty stim.
Heaven one. One heaven.
Make sure to account for the stim compensation.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, guys.
Nice job, guys.
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about.
Gang,
gang,
gang.
gang, gang.
Now, I know this looks like a lot and there's going to be a lot of practicing, but I promise you guys, you need to learn these lineups. If you need to pause the video, pause the video. There's really not much more explanation I can do on these lineups.
Poison orb emitting. Poison orb emitting.
Another thing with this lamps smoke, lamp slash U-Haul smoke, as a Viper main, I sometimes use the jump throw. A lot of people say that it's very inconsistent, but the only consistent method that I found was throwing at the peak of her jump. If you jump and then right after you throw it, that's when it becomes inconsistent. And when you hit that pause, that means you hit the peak, and that's when you could throw. Now with your A short wall, you want to make sure that you place the wall on top of the green box, just so you cover more lines of sight from heaven.
Hey, that's just pieces of damage there. Fuck me.
On site, what the fuck?
One's flank.
One's on short.
He is old.
Where?
You guys don't have bomb?
He's like by truck.
There's one heaven, one heaven.
Poison's off.
Could be Cubby. Oh, you saw him.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
The other one is around bomb.
Okay, for these snake bites, I'm gonna try my best to explain where you need to place your little indicators. So for the boost snake bite, you're gonna look at where A is. That's the tip of the HUD. There's a little curved part that goes up like a little branch or whatever, and B, there's a little wooden frame popping out above the window. There is a leaf sticking on that window, and there's a little cut inside that leaf. You want to place A onto B. You want to place the points of the HUD into the leaf. It's kind of like a little puzzle piece. You'll see what I mean. For the back of sight snake bites, you're going to place the A indicator on the B indicator. Basically, what A is doing right now is underlining the window frame. That's what I like to do to make sure I have everything in line, and then I move it up to the top of the second pair of bricks. You're going to see a clump of leaves on the corner of the buildings here. There's going to be little holes in the leaves, and you're going to focus on the two small holes on the left of the leaves. You're going to look at the largest hole in the second clump of leaves. It is the widest and I think it's the longest, but it's the biggest hole. You're basically going to go back to the second clump of leaves with the holes in it. You're going to find a hole under the default lineup. So with this heaven smoke, it doesn't get placed directly onto heaven. It gets placed basically in hell, which creates more pressure for me and kills the lines of sight for people who are playing behind default and back of sight and in heaven. It also allows me to push up to the back of sight. But this is another jump throw. Basically, my crosshair is in between this little crevice of the clump of leaves. So there's a little indentation and my crosshair is in between it, and I have to align the red light that's shining in the tower from heaven. You'll see what I mean.
Poison orb emitting. Poison orb emitting. Toxin screen down.
Last two on flank.
Toxins going up. Here.
So for this first snake bite on B, the indicator is on the left line of your HUD. Basically the right tip of that is going to be placed above this orange line on the portal. It is literally like an inch above the orange line on the portal. Left side of back of sight, you're going to focus on these stone tiles on top of the wall here, and my indicator is the button of my snake bite, and as you can see, a lot of people have theirs different, but mine is on default. Mine is C. It's going to be placed on the top right of the protruding stone. For the right side of backside, you're going to look at the same stone slab, and you're also going to use the snake bite button as your indicator. And instead of it being on the top right corner, it's going to be on the left, but not on the top corner. It's going to be on like the inside corner of the left side of the slab. You'll see what I mean. Okay, for Cubby, you're going to focus on this little metal chimney looking thing that's on top of Hookah, and you're going to place your ult icon right in the middle of it. Okay, so for a close left molly that's right before elbow, you're going to look at these 3 protruding logs from the wall, and the 3rd log you're going to aim your crosshair onto Hookah.
Here.
Above the door frame, there are little black dots that curve around the door frame. I like to place my A indicator on the first black dot and then slide it over to the first top leaf that it touches.
Poison orb emitting.
The smoke is very beneficial for those that are pushing out Hookah. It was pretty difficult for me to land at first, but now I keep hitting it consistently. So basically, you want your indicator to be at the tip of the white triangle of where the 2 doorways meet.
Poison orb emitting.
So with this elbow smoke, my indicator is the smoke orb button, and I place it above the first stone slab, like right in the corner of where the stone slab meets the sky.
Poison orb emitting.
That's it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys enjoyed watching. You already know I'm going to be coming back with more Viper lineups. You already know that I got Viper lineups for all the other maps. So if you guys keep showing love, I'll give away some more of my secrets. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite lineup.
Like, ooh, yeah, I got a sauce. I just for you, bitch, and now I'm feeling like a boss. I just ran it up, cash and bail already moss. I went to the store, buying shit, don't care the cost. Like, ooh, yeah, I got so close.